Hello and welcome to Botany Planet, where we dive deep into the science of plants and explore their intricate details. I am your host, and today we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the taxonomy of flower Ixora coccinea, its classification, and its unique features. We're exploring the vibrant Ixora coccinea, which is a perennial cultivated shrub commonly known as the jungle flame. This stunning flowering shrub is celebrated for its clustered blooms and its role in tropical landscapes. The stem is herbaceous, that's green or a little bit woody. Aerial, that means it grows above the ground in air. Erect, meaning it's strong and ridged and grows upright in position. Branched, that is, the main stem gives rise to lateral stems. Cylindrical, that is, the transverse section of the stem is circular. Solid, as the center of the stem is filled with ground tissue. Glabrous, that's it's smooth and soft to touch. The leaves are ramal and colline as they are borne on the main stem as well as on the lateral branches. Sessile, meaning the leaves are directly attached to the stem without a petiole or stalk. Simple because it has a single blade. Opposite decussate, that is, the leaves are paired directly across each other on the main stem and each pair is rotated 90 degrees from the pair above and below it. Glabrous, that is, it's completely smooth and does not have hair or fuzz on it. We can imagine a polished surface that's soft to touch. Leaf shape is elliptical. An elliptical shape is one that looks like an elongated oval with tapering ends. And diamargin, that is, the edge of the leaf is smooth and even, without any teeth or waves. Acute apex, that is, the tip of the leaf ends in sharp point, but not drawn out. Venation is unicostate reticuli, which means that a single vein arises from the petiole with a web of veins arising from it. Stipulae. Stipules are small leaf-like structures which are found at the base of the leaf stalk. The stipules are interpetiolar. Interpetiolar stipules lie between the two petioles of the leaves. Inflorescence. The inflorescence is terminal and trichotomously branched cymose. We know that in cymose inflorescence, the terminal stem is of definite growth. That is, the main stem, after a certain amount of growth, terminates into a flower, which is tubular, tube-like in shape. Now, this stem gives rise to lateral branches. These branches also terminate into tubular flowers, while giving rise to lateral branches, which also bear the flowers. Since this inflorescence is trichotomously branched, we see three units of this complex structure. The flowers bloom in daisy-petaled manner in cymose inflorescence, that is, the central flowers mature before the lateral ones. Flower. The flower is pedicellate, that means a stalk called pedicel supports the flower. Bracteate, that is, bracts are present. Bracts are modified leafy structure present at the base of the pedicel. Bracteolate. Bracteoles are also modified leaves present between the bract and flower. Tetramerous, that means the floral parts, sepals and petals are four in number. Complete, as the flower has all four whorls, calyx, corolla, Androecium, and Gynoecium. Hermaphrodite or bisexual, as the flower possesses both Androecium and Gynoecium. Actinomorphic, that is, the flower has radial symmetry, which means the parts of each whorl are similar in size and shape. And if we dissect the flower in different planes from the center, the flower will be divided into two equal halves. Cyclic, each whorl in the flower is present in circular manner. Epigynous, The ovary is inferior in position or present below the sepals, petals, and stamens. We refer to this ovary as inferior ovary. Calyx. The sepals are four in number. Sepals are gamosepalous. As we can see, the sepals are fused at the base and give a tube-like appearance. We have velvet estivation as we see sepals meet by their edges and give a tube-like appearance. Corolla. The petals are also four in number. The corolla is gamopetalous as the petals are fused to each other at the base forming a long tube. Flower shape is hypocritariform as we see a narrow tube formed by the fusion of petals at the base, while they are free at the apex. The estivation is twisted, which we can clearly see in a young bud. One margin of a petal overlaps that of the next one, and the margin of the next petal is overlapped by the preceding one in turn. They are red or white. Androecium. The stamens are four and polyandrous, that means they are numerous and free, not fused. They are alternate. The stamens are present in series in a circular manner, that is, we have a stamen, then a petal, and then a stamen again. In other words, one stamen occurs between two petals. Epipetalous. That means the stamens are fused to the corolla by their filaments and appear to arise from the corolla. The filaments are short. The anthers are diphthous, that is, the anthers have two chambers. The stamens are dorsifixed, that is, the filaments are attached to the dorsal upper side of the anthers. Intrors. The pollen grains disperse towards the inner side or center of the flower. Gynoecium. Since studying taxonomy, we move from bottom to top. So we will see the ovary first and then move to the stigma. So we will dissect the flower longitudinally. The gynoecium is bicarpellary as the flowers have two carpels. Inferior ovary. As the ovary is situated below the sepals, petals, and stamens. To see the fusion of carpels, we will prepare the transverse section of the ovary. In the transverse section of the ovary, we see that the ovary is syncarpous as the carpels are fused. Placentation is exile. This placentation occurs in an ovary with more than two carpels and also locules. The margins of the carpels fold inwards, fusing together in the center of the ovary, where the placentae are formed. The ovules are borne at or near the center of the placentae in both locules. There is one long stripe. The stigma is bifid, that is, we see two forks in the stigma. The fruit is berry. Berry is a simple and fleshy fruit. The pericarp is pulpy and juicy, and the epicarp is colored. The fruit is produced from a syncarpous ovary. Floral formula. We move from the outer side to the inner side while writing the floral formula. So we will move from bracts to the ovary. Since bracts are present, so we will represent them by the symbol Br. Bracteoles are also present, so we will represent them by BRL. The flower is actinomorphic, that's if we cut it from the center in whichever plane, it will always divide into equal halves. We represent it using this sign. The flower is hermaphrodite, that's it's bisexual, so we will represent it by this symbol. Calyx is represented by symbol K. There are four sepals, so we will write 4 in front of K. Since the sepals are gamosepalous, which is fused, so we will put 4 in brackets. Corolla. We represent corolla by C. There are 4 petals, so we will write 4 in front of C. Since corolla is gamopetalous, that is, it's fused from the base, so we will put 4 in bracket. Androecium. Androecium is represented by A. There are 4 stamens, so we will write 4 in front of A. Androecium is epipetalous, that is, stamens are fused with corolla, so we will join androecium with corolla. Gynoecium. Gynoecium is represented by G. Gynoecium is bicarpellary. There are 2 carpels, so we will write 2 in front of G. Since carpels are fused with one another, that is syncarpous, so we will put 2 in brackets. Now that ovary is epigynous or the ovary is inferior, so we will put ovary below the underscore. Floral diagram. Floral diagram is basically the transverse section of the complete flower. We see that ovary is syncarpous and bilocular in transverse section. Now the petals are 4 and fused. The stamens are attached to the petals, that is epipetalous. They are dithecous and introse, dehiscing towards the center. Haplostaminous. Stamens are in one whorl or one cyclic pattern and equal to the number of petals and sepals, and antisepalous, that is opposite to sepals. As the stamens are opposed to sepals, sepals will be drawn here. And now that sepals are fused, gamosepalous, we will join them with an arc. Flowers also possess bracts, opposed to sepals. Lastly, the mother axis.